My son, today I will bring you a story that is not just a story. It is a message that can change your life. Listen carefully. Imagine that a millionaire with riches that cannot be counted decides to find someone worthy of receiving his inheritance. He is not looking for just anyone. He does not want to leave everything to just any person. And this is where you come in. This man has observed you. He has investigated your life, your decisions, your actions. In the end, he discovered something that left him shocked, something that changed everything. The big question is, are you still the heir? Or did that discovery make him change his mind? I want you to know something. This story is not just a story. It is a reflection of something much bigger, something that has to do with you and your destiny. I assure you that if you stay until the end of this video, you will receive a reward, a revelation that could transform your life forever. So, tell me, do you dare to discover the truth? Are you ready to hear what this millionaire found out about you? Write in the comments. 888. My son, listen well. Today, I want to tell you something that will change the way you see your life. Once upon a time, there was an immensely rich man. We are not talking about a simple millionaire with luxury houses, cars, or bank accounts full of numbers. No, this man had riches that went beyond the material. Wisdom, influence, knowledge, power, connections. Everything he touched prospered. But there was a problem. Everything he had built, everything he owned, needed an heir. He couldn't take it with him when he left this world. He wanted to leave his legacy in the hands of someone who knew how to value it. So he embarked on a quest. This man wasn't simply looking for someone with intelligence or skills. He wasn't interested in a person who only knew how to do business or handle money. No, he was looking for something deeper. He was looking for someone with the right heart, because what good is wealth in the wrong hands? A poorly managed treasure can become a curse. Power without purpose can destroy instead of build. So he began to observe. He looked around and saw many people who seemed worthy at first glance. Men in elegant suits, women with eloquent words, people with titles and recognitions. But when he looked closer, when he investigated their lives, their intentions, their actions in the moments when no one was looking, he discovered something shocking. Most weren't ready. Some were selfish. They only thought about what they could gain. Others were fickle, unable to sustain a true commitment. Some were afraid of failure, afraid of responsibility, afraid of receiving something so great. But in all that crowd, he saw you. Yes, my son. He looked at you. He observed you. He analyzed your life. And now I ask you a question. If this millionaire were in front of you right now, what would he see in your heart? Because listen to me well. What you are about to receive is greater than you imagine. But there is something that this millionaire discovered about you, something that can change everything. The big question is, are you ready to receive it? My son, listen. Yes, you. Perhaps you never imagined that someone like you could be chosen. Maybe they have told you that you are not enough, that there are people more prepared, stronger, more worthy. Maybe even you yourself have believed it. But I want you to understand something. I do not choose as the world chooses. The world looks for the brilliant, the perfect, what fits its mold. It looks at titles, riches, appearances. I look at hearts. So when this millionaire began his search, he looked in many places. He found people with power, with education, with influence. But again and again, he saw something that did not convince him. Arrogance, pride, lack of commitment, love for riches, but not by responsibility. Until he saw you. Yes, my son, you were chosen. Not by chance, not because someone else failed and it was your turn by default. You were chosen because inside you, there is something that money can't buy, something that can't be learned at any university, something that can't be faked with pretty words. Inside you, there is a purpose. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. Maybe you think you're not enough. Maybe you've made mistakes, you've fallen, you've doubted yourself. But I want you to know this. I already knew all that. I saw your struggles. I saw the days when you wanted to give up. I saw the nights when you cried in silence, thinking that no one was watching you. I saw the moments when fear paralyzed you and insecurity whispers to you that you'd never get far. And yet, I chose you because I don't look for the perfect ones. I perfect those I choose. When this millionaire chose you, it wasn't a mistake. It was a decision. And that decision surprised him even because when he began to investigate you, he discovered something that left him speechless. And now I ask you, if today you knew that someone has chosen you for something great, if you knew that there is an inheritance waiting for you, something that can transform your life, would you dare to receive it? Write in the comments. God chose me, and I am ready. My son, I want to reveal something to you. Since the beginning of time, men have pursued wealth. They run after the gold, the great houses, the successful businesses, the power. They believe that money gives them everything. They strive, they work tirelessly, they sacrifice their time, their relationships, their peace, all to achieve what they call success. But there is something that they do not understand. True wealth is not money. This millionaire that I have been talking to you about knows it very well. He was not always rich. He did not always have abundance in his hands. There was a time when he was lost, in which he also believed that money was everything, until he discovered the true secret. It is not how much you have in the bank. It is not how many properties you own. It is not how many people work for you. It is who sustains your life. Because, listen to this, my son, everything that the world gives, the world can take away. Earthly wealth is fragile. It can be lost in an instant. But there is a type of wealth that no man can take away from you. This millionaire discovered that his greatest treasure was not in his hands, but in his heart. He discovered that what made him truly rich were not his businesses, but the decisions he made with faith. It was not his ability to generate money, but his ability to trust in something bigger than himself. And this is where I want you to open your heart. Because if today you had all the money in the world, but you lacked peace, love, purpose, what good would it do you? If you had luxurious houses, dream cars, fame, and recognition but felt empty inside, would you really be rich? Make no mistake, this millionaire was not just a man with money. He was a man with vision, with purpose, with a faith that sustained him when everything seemed lost. And now that same wealth, that wisdom, that inheritance that made him powerful is about to be placed in your hands. But there is something that he discovered about you, something that left him amazed, something that can make this entire inheritance take an unexpected direction. And now I want you to answer something. There where you are, deep in your heart, if today I gave you the greatest wealth that exists, one that you could never lose, would you know what to do with it? My son, it is time to stop and look. If someone told you today that a great inheritance is about to be yours, what would you think? You would be excited. You would doubt. You would wonder if you really deserve it. That was exactly what happened when this millionaire decided to look for an heir. He was not going to give his wealth to just anyone, not because he did not want to share it, but because he understood something very important. What is given in the wrong hands can destroy instead of build. So he decided to analyze your life. He did not look at you as the world does. He did not look for titles in you. He did not measure your bank account. He did not check if you were famous or influential. No. He looked deeper. He looked at how you react when no one sees you, how you treat others when there is nothing to gain, what you do when you face adversity. He looked at your words, but also your thoughts. He looked at your promises, but also your actions. He looked at your faith, but also your fears. And what he discovered shocked him. My son, the inheritance that I have prepared for you is not just a gift. It is a call. It is a call to grow, to mature, to prepare yourself to receive something that not everyone can hold. And now the decision is in your hands. Are you worthy of the inheritance? Write in the comments, Lord, prepare me to receive what you have for me. My son, I want you to listen to me well. I know what you feel when you look back and see the mistakes you have made. I know how each fall weighs on you, how each moment that you failed hurts you. I know how fear whispers in your ear, reminding you over and over again of the times you didn't achieve what you hoped for. Because I've been there seeing it all. I saw when you took a false step and made the wrong decision. I saw when you said words you wish you could erase. I saw when you passed up opportunities for fear of not being enough. And still, I chose you. Listen carefully to your mistakes. They don't scare me. The world can point you out. People can judge you. Your own mind can remind you over and over of your failures, making you believe that you're not worthy of something great. But I see beyond. I don't see only what you did wrong. I see what you learned. I don't see only your falls. I see how you got up. I don't see only your fears. I see the courage that grows in you every time you decide to move forward. My son, listen to me. I know what you've lived. I know what you've been through. I know the things you would like to forget, and the ones you still carry deep in your soul. But today, I come to tell you something that changes everything. Your past does not define who you are. The world has a cruel way of looking at people. They measure your worth by what you did before, by the mistakes you made, by the failures that others do not forget. They label you. They judge you. They put limits on you by what you were without stopping to see what you can become. But I don't look at how the world looks, because what really matters to me is not your past, but your heart. I don't care how many times you made mistakes. I don't care how many stumbles you had along the way. I don't care how many people said you would never achieve anything. What I want to know is where your heart is today. Because the past is just a story that the enemy uses to make you feel unworthy. But son, I didn't call you for what you were. I called you for what I'm doing to you. That millionaire who watched you, who studied your life, also saw your past. And at first he doubted. He wondered if someone with your story could receive something so great. But then he saw deeper. He didn't look only at your mistakes, but the way you fought to overcome them. He didn't look only at your falls, but the courage with which you got up again. He didn't look only at the dark moments of your story, but the light that still shone within you. And that was when he understood that you were different. Because what really matters is not what you did, but what you decide to do from now on. So, what do you say, my son? Will you continue to allow the past to stop you, or will you begin to walk with the certainty that there is something much bigger waiting for you? The weight of the past may be strong, but my call is stronger. Your story is not over. The best is yet to come. Write in the comments, God does not look at my past. He sees my heart. My son, listen to me carefully. Your life is the result of every decision you have made up to this moment. Every step you took, every choice you made, every yes and no you said have brought you right here. Sometimes you thought that the small decisions did not matter. But today, I want you to understand something. Every decision is a seed that you plant in your destiny. It is not the big moments that define who you are, but the small daily choices. Think about this. Every time you decide to love instead of hate, every time you decide to get up instead of giving up, every time you decide to believe when all seems lost, those decisions build your future. And this millionaire, the one who has been watching you, knows this truth well, because he himself was at a crossroads. He had to choose between following the easy path or the right path, between holding on to what he had or letting go for a greater purpose. And now, my son, you also have a decision to make. Because this inheritance that is about to be placed in your hands does not depend on chance. It depends on what you do with what you already have. If you decide to live with faith or with fear, if you decide to move forward or stay in the same place, if you decide to accept what I have for you or reject it for fear of the unknown, my son, there is no destiny without decision. What you have today in your life is the fruit of what you decided yesterday, and what you will receive tomorrow will be the result of what you decide today. So tell me, what kind of life are you building with your decisions? What kind of future are you sowing with each step you take? What path will you choose from now on? Because listen well, I did not force you to be here. I called you, but you decided to answer. I opened doors for you, but you decided to walk. I showed you the way, but you are the one who must take the next step. And today, at this very moment, your destiny is in your hands. You have two options: continue living as you have until now, or dare to make the best decision of your life. My son, the moment has come. Everything in life is in the moments of trial. It's not when all is calm. It's not when all is easy. It's when you face the fire, when the waves seem too big, when the weight of responsibility falls upon your shoulders. And now, my son, you are at the point where it will be revealed who you really are. Because listen to this, anyone can say that they are ready, but only in the test is the truth shown. My son, the final test is not to destroy you. It is to prove who you really are. I want you to ask yourself this question. When the difficult moments come, what will come out of you? Will it be a complaint, or will it be faith? Will it be doubtful, or will it be confidence? Will it be fear, or will it be courage? Because listen well, the test is not to take away what I have for you. It is to prepare you to receive it. Do not be afraid when you feel that the challenge is great. Do not hesitate when the pressure increases. Do not think that you are not strong enough, because inside of you, I put everything necessary to win. Now is the time. It is time to show that you did not get here by chance. It is time to show that you are not someone else but someone with purpose. It is time to show that the inheritance that I have for you has a recipient for sure, your life. So tell me, my son, will you give up or will you show who you really are? Write in the comments, I am ready to show who I am in God. My son, today I want to show you something that will change your way of seeing everything. There has been a long road to get here. It has been observed, evaluated, and tested. And when it seemed that the decision was made, when everything pointed to the inheritance being ready to be delivered, a letter changed everything. It was a letter written with sincere words, words that were born from the depths of a heart that had been transformed. But it was not just any letter. It was your letter. Because when this millionaire reviewed everything about you, when he analyzed your history, when he saw your good times and your bad, he realized something. What really mattered was not your past, but what you were willing to do with your future. And in that letter, written with courage, were your words. Words of regret for the mistakes made. Words of faith that the best was yet to come. Words of commitment from someone who not only wants to receive, but is ready to give. That letter spoke of someone who is not looking for an inheritance just for the benefit, but someone who has understood the weight of what he is about to receive. And when the millionaire read it, his decision changed. Because, my son, what opens doors in life is not what you have, but what you carry inside you. And now I ask you, if you had to write a letter today, if you had to express in words who you are and who you want to become, what would you write? Because today is not just another day. Today is the day in which you decide how to write the next chapter of your story. What is coming is great, my son, but before receiving it, I want you to answer something. Are you ready for this letter to change your destiny too? My son, tell me something. How many times have you looked in the mirror and felt that you are not enough? How many times have you heard the voice of the world telling you that you don't have what it takes, that there are others better, that you will never achieve what you long for? Because the world has a cruel way of measuring the worth of a person. The world measures you by your appearance, but I see your essence. The world measures you by your success, but I see your effort. The world measures you by your mistakes, but I see your heart. When people look at your life, they see only fragments. They see what suits them, see what they've been told, what's on the surface. But I see every tear you've shed in secret. I see every internal struggle that no one knows about. I see every battle you fought without anyone applauding you. And what I see in you is bigger than the world will ever be able to understand. The millionaire who's been watching you, at first, he also looked at what the world sees. He saw your mistakes, your faults, your moments of weakness. But when he decided to look deeper, when he stopped seeing with the eyes of judgment and started seeing with the eyes of truth, he discovered what I always knew. He discovered that inside you there is a spirit that does not give up. He discovered that despite everything, you keep believing, you keep moving forward, you keep waiting for something bigger. He discovered that your value is not in what you lost, but in what you still carry inside you. Because, my son, I did not call you for what the world says about you. I called you because I know who you really are. So tell me, will you continue to see your life with the eyes of the world? Or will you begin to see yourself as I see you? Will you continue to believe the lies of those who judge you? Or will you trust the truth that I have declared about you? Will you continue to doubt your value? Or will you accept that within you there is a purpose that no one can erase? The world may see you small, but I see in you a giant. The world may see you weak, but I see in you a warrior. The world may see you broken, but I see in you someone about to be restored, and that is the only thing that matters. Write in the comments, I choose to see myself as God sees me. My son, tell me the truth. How many times have you felt insufficient? How many times have you thought that you are not strong enough, good enough, worthy enough? How many times have you looked at others and felt like you'll never be on their level? I know how many times you've compared yourself. I know how many times the world has made you believe that you're not good enough. I know how many times you've felt invisible, as if no one really saw what you carry inside. But today, I come to tell you something that I want you to keep deep in your heart. When you think that you're not enough, I say you are. Because I don't see you as the world sees you. You look at your weaknesses, but I see the strength that you haven't discovered yet. You look at your failures, but I see the lessons that have been prepared for you. You look at your defects, but I see a soul that I continue to mold with my own hands. My son, listen to me well. The world has taught you that money is everything, that the more you have, the happier you will be, that if you accumulate riches, you will never lack anything. But tell me, if money really gave peace, why are there so many rich people living in anxiety? If money really solved everything, why are there those who have everything and still feel empty? If money were the most important thing, why are there those who lose it and discover that they were never truly rich? The answer is simple, my son. The greatest treasure is not money but faith, because money can run out, but faith sustains you even in scarcity. Money can fail you, but faith opens doors when all seem closed. Money can buy you things, but faith connects you with the eternal. The millionaire who has been watching you understood it over time. At first, he thought his wealth was in the numbers in his bank account, in the properties he had, in the power that money gave him. But then he saw something bigger. He saw that there were people with fewer possessions, but with more joy. He saw that there were those who had little but lived with more gratitude than those who had a lot. He saw that there were those who even in their struggles never lost hope. And that made him wonder, who is truly rich? And there he understood that true wealth is not in what you possess, but in what you believe. Because money can buy you a house, but not a home full of love. Money can pay for a doctor, but can't give you eternal health. Money can give you fame, but can never give you purpose. My son, I do not want you to put your trust in what can be lost. I want you to put your trust in me. Because if you have faith, even if you lack everything else, you will never lack what is truly important. If you have faith, I will sustain you in the test. If you have faith, I will open paths where there are none. If you have faith, I will make you see miracles that money could never buy. So tell me, will you continue to measure your life by what you have or by who you believe in? Will you continue to pursue the temporal, or will you trust in the eternal? Will you continue to worry about what you can lose, or will you rest in the certainty that with me, you will never lack anything? Because, my son, the true millionaire is not the one who has a lot, but the one who has faith in me. Let us pray now. Beloved Father, my God and my King, today, I come before you with an open heart, ready to receive what you have for me. I recognize that my life has not been perfect, that I have made mistakes, that I have stumbled many times. But today I understand that my past does not define me. You define me, Lord. You have chosen me even when I myself have doubted my worth. You have called me even when I felt that I was not enough. You have put your eyes on me, not for what the world sees, but for what you see in my heart. And today, Father, I want to tell you, here I am. Lord, help me understand that my greatest wealth is not money but faith, that what really sustains my life is not what I possess, but in whom I trust. Teach me to let go of fear, insecurity, and anxiety for the future, and to walk with the certainty that if I am in your hands, I will never lack anything. Father, today I decided to leave my mistakes behind. I decide not to live tied to the past or to the lies that the enemy has tried to make me believe. I decide to see myself with the eyes with which you see me, as someone with purpose, as someone with destiny, as someone who is being prepared to receive a great inheritance. Lord, I recognize that every decision I make today will have an impact on my future. Teach me to choose correctly. Give me wisdom to walk in your will. I do not want to follow paths that take me away from you. I do not want to make decisions based on fear or uncertainty. I want to trust you, God. When the trials come, when the fire becomes intense, when it seems that everything is against me, help me to remember that the test does not come to destroy me, but to strengthen me. That this is the moment in which I must demonstrate who I really am, the moment in which my faith will be my greatest treasure. Lord, thank you, because you do not judge me by what the world says about me. Thank you because when others see a failure, you see a son with purpose. When others see limitations, you see a willing heart. Today I choose to believe in what you have declared about me, and not in what the world tries to impose on me. Father, You are my inheritance, more than riches, more than recognition, more than anything that this world can offer me. You are my greatest reward. And if I have faith in you, if I walk hand in hand with you, if I trust in your promises, then I have it all. Lord, today I align myself with your purpose. Today I prepare to receive the inheritance that you have for me, and I'm not just talking about material blessings. I'm talking about peace, purpose, direction, and fullness, because what you give, no one can take away. Father, may my life be a letter written by you, that when the world looks at me, it sees your glory reflected in me. That every decision I make, every word I speak, every action I take is a testimony that there is a God who raises, restores, and transforms. Father, in this moment, I want to surrender everything before you. My fears, my doubts, my insecurities, everything that ever made me believe that I was not worthy, that I was not enough, that I did not have what it took to receive what you have prepared for me. Today I understand that my life is not defined by my mistakes or by my past. My identity is not in the opinions of the world or in the labels that have been placed on me. My identity is in you, Lord. You have seen every tear I have shed, every struggle I have faced in silence, every time I felt that I could not take it anymore. You have been with me in my moments of darkness. When no one else was there, you held me up. When I thought about giving up, you lifted me up when I no longer had strength. And today, with an open and willing heart, I say thank you. Thank you because you never left me. Because when everyone doubted me, you kept believing in what you had placed inside of me. Thank you because when I felt like I had no worth, you reminded me that I was created with purpose, that I was designed with a divine destiny. Lord, today I choose to walk with faith. I do not want to live trapped in the fear of failing, in anxiety about the future, in the uncertainty of whether I will be able to make it or not, because I know that I do not walk alone. You are with me in every step that I take. Today, I let go of everything that has stopped me. I let go of the fear of not being enough. I let go of the fear of failure. I let go of the doubt of whether I can really receive what you have for me, and instead, I take what you offer me. I take the confidence that I am chosen by you. I take the certainty that my future is in your hands. I take the promise that I have an inheritance that goes beyond money. I have faith. I have a purpose. I have a life designed to glorify your name. Lord, make me a good steward of what comes to me. I do not want to receive this inheritance just for myself. I want to use it to bless, to help, to lift up others who have felt the same as I felt. I want to be a reflection of your love in this world. May my life be proof that when someone trusts in you, everything changes. May every person who sees me see your work in me. May my words, my decisions, my actions be a living testimony of your grace. Father, today I align myself with your will. There are no more doubts. There is no more fear. I know that you called me with a purpose, and today I decided to walk in it. Lord, now that I have received this word, I do not want it to be just a moment of emotion. I do not want these words to stay in my mind without transforming my life. I want to walk each day with the certainty that I have an inheritance that does not depend on what the world says, but on what you have already determined for me. You are my source, my sustenance, my security. No matter what comes, no matter how big the challenges are, it does not matter if the world says I cannot. If you say yes, then it is enough. Today I raise my hands and declare that my life will not be the same. I have been called, chosen, separated for something greater. I will not live in fear. I will not live in insecurity. I will not live in doubt. I cling to your word and walk in your purpose. Even though difficult times come, I will trust in you. If trials come, I will remember that the greatest inheritance I have is my faith. If the enemy tries to make me doubt, I will raise my voice and proclaim that I am a child of God, heir of His glory, bearer of His light. Lord, teach me to live with gratitude, that I never forget that the most valuable thing in life is not what I possess, but in whom I trust. May my faith not weaken when things do not go as they should. May my trust in you be stronger than any fear. I open my heart to receive everything you have prepared for me. I open my hands to wisely manage everything you give me. I open my lips to declare that my life has an eternal purpose. Lord, my life is yours today, tomorrow, and always. I will walk in the certainty that I am your beloved and chosen son, with a glorious destiny in your hands, even if the world does not understand, even if some doubt, even if circumstances try to shake me. My inheritance is safe because my faith is placed in you. Thank you, Father, because the best is yet to come. In the name of Jesus, amen. My son, you have come this far because within you there is a purpose. It was not a coincidence that you heard this message. It was not by accident that you got to this point. What is coming for your life is great, but I want you to do something else. I want you to continue growing in faith, to continue filling your heart with my word, to not stop here. That is why I want to invite you to take the next step. Subscribe to this channel so that every day you can receive words of blessing and prayer. Like this video if this teaching touched your heart, and share it with someone who needs it. Listen to this today and do not leave yet. There is another powerful message waiting for you in the next video that will appear on the screen. Click and continue this path of faith. The best is yet to come.